Welcome, students. I am your teacher, Tim Langley, and this is my quick start guide. Because if you think like me, you just want to sometimes just show me really quickly how to get into things so I can get started. I just don't want to get lost in all the weeds. So that's what this is my quick video. So, three quick tips to get you on the right track for online school, where I earned my master's degree myself. So I'm very familiar with doing online school. Tip number one is to start right away. When the quarter starts, research says those who jump in right away and engage that first week are the ones that are most successful and are much more likely to pass and finish. Tip number two is to pace yourself, which means um, don't get way behind and then try to cram a bunch of things. But if you just do that week's chunk of work each week, you're doing what you're supposed to do that week. Life is so much easier, less stressful, believe me. Um, and then the final tip, which is to ask for help. Research shows that people in an online environment, they get stuck. They get confused. They read through all the directions and around the directions of an assignment, and occasionally they're just confused. And so that's why I'm here. It's one of my reasons for being here is just to unstick you, is to get you so you can be successful. So let me give you a quick tour. So I'm going to jump into things I'm going to share with you. When you first when you first log into Canvas, okay, when you log into any kind of an online environment, here's what it's going to look like for you. You're going to log into Canvas, okay, and what you're going to see is you'll see some course cards, okay, like I've got down here on the screen. I'm going to click on our science course and talk to you about what that's all about, and show you what it looks like. And I've set it up to be very concrete sequential, which means one step at a time, follow right down the line. Things are not hard to find, okay? So if you look right here, it says module zero, which you can start right away as soon as I've actually opened up my course a week early, but you'll get this message in this email a few days before the course starts. If you want to, you could start right away. There's my syllabus, which you'll want to read. There's a little bit about me, and then some instructions on how to use Canvas and email your instructor. So you read those instructions, download a file, and you'll submit it for 5 points, 5 easy points. Just practicing how to open up a file, save it, and submit it. A quick discussion, just introducing yourself. Not real complicated, just a couple of sentences. All of this stuff here that first week, and then send your instructor, that's me, an email. All of these things you could do in about 15 minutes, okay? But they're just to make sure you know how to do things. And if you don't, then it kind of explains how to do them. All right, so that's module zero, which you can do, like I said, before July 1st, which is the official start. The actual quarter starts week one. And the way I've set it up, it says week one, and you've got everything you're going to need for week one. Just progress right down the line. Click on the first thing, read it, click on the next thing, read it, and do the practice activities. Then there's a quiz right there. And by the way, anytime you see something that has a date like July 6th and points, that means it's an assignment, it's worth points, goes in the grade book. Okay. So if something like this one here, it says read and watch, good reading habits, you're going to need to read that in order to do well with the next assignment and that's worth points. Okay. So you'll progress right down the line from top to bottom. And by the way I've set it up is your assignments in this class are due at the very end of the week, technically into the following week, which is Sunday. But I've set it up because I know as an adult, sometimes I'm very busy at certain times in the week, but I have pockets of time, including sometimes weekends and or pockets of time on my weekends. So I made everything due that following Sunday. So if the week starts on a Sunday, this July 6th is the end of that full week. So everything week one is like that. Then it says week two, even though it says section three, it's now talking about the scientific method. Everything for week two is right there. Progress right down the line. Don't skip anything. Click on each link, and you should be good to go. Okay. So again, to be successful in my class, here are my three things I want to kind of sort of finish up on: is start right away. Okay. Jump into things, get those early points right away so you know how to do things and you start feeling successful. Show up every week and pace yourself along the class. Don't get behind, and ask if you need help because that's why I'm here. And I am here to do everything I can to make sure that this whole class goes as smoothly as possible and you learn a whole bunch about science. Okay? All right. Thanks for listening.